Hopefully, I've done all that in the right steps and that you can hear me. Good morning, everyone. I do notice that I've got a few here already. I was pressing some buttons again, just having a looky see what else I can do in my eCam. And I'm using B.Live as the actual platform. So, good morning, Raywin. It's not that you guys want to know all that stuff, but you know me, I like pressing buttons. So, I have to explain a little bit, don't I? And we've got Keza. Good morning to you, Keza. And we've got Rina. Good morning. How are you? And yes, morning, Ros. We can see you thinking. Yes, exactly. I was pressing buttons and thinking and looking and checking. So, yeah, so you can hear me good. So that's good. Kim, good morning. And how are you? How's Kay? I'm currently charging my Healy. It went flat, so I've got to do that before I can do any more of the frequency transmissions. You and your buttons, yes. I like pressing buttons. I've always been a gadget person, so it's fun trying out new stuff. And I've even nearly got distracted down a rabbit hole before I came on. I've seen a new thing that I'm going to look into, but I'll let you know all of that if I end up deciding to do that too. Hey, good afternoon, Richard. Lovely to see you here. Late afternoon there. Yeah, because you're way over the other side of the world from where I am in Port Elliot, South Australia. So, and it is, well, it is coming up to nearly 8 o'clock a.m. here on, what are we, Thursday morning, the 26th of August. I am enjoying my coffee. I am enjoying my coffee. Did I put that up already? See, here it is in my nice black and white stripy one. And Kay is doing well, just saw great. Yes, I know the experience. So, um, and Shaz saying, shock, you getting distracted. Yep. Jolly rabbit holes. Used to them from on the farm many years ago. Oh, thank you, Patsy, for liking the stream. That's wonderful. And yes, we used to have to be very careful where we walked down the paddocks because there would be the rabbit holes we'd actually trip in. Here on internet, it's a little bit more diversionary, as in you go down one and it leads off to another, and you know the drift. Did I say good morning, Cat? I think I did. I think so. And Richard, oh, you've only got a space there for that comment. That's all right. Slip of the fingers. I'll get on to the card reading because I have got it here. I'll just take a sip in preparation, lubricate the voice box. And hope you didn't hear that too noisily either. Right, let's go over to the cards. Tune into your psychic senses, don't forget. We need to have those active. Basically, just take note of what messages you're receiving from your spiritual connection as we read these cards. What we've got with the Owl card this morning, this beautiful Owl card, is what matters most is how you see yourself. Now, I do remember seeing a little meme or a post that Shaz had done yesterday or the day before. Now it's not focusing. And I do clean the lenses. What matters most is how you see yourself. Other people's opinions actually don't matter. They are not important. We need to understand how we see ourselves and that we are beautiful. Isn't that a beautiful hour? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I have that sitting on my desk right now so that is my focus for the day, even though I'm not at the desk all day today. Oh, didn't put that straight, did I? Here we go. And we have the Inner Soul Guidance Oracle card of choice this morning is the House. Find your own space. There you will feel content and safe. And this is just a quick one for you, Kat, as well. Enjoy your new space. Congratulations on receiving your keys. Wonderful, wonderful. And you've gone through quite a pathway to get there, haven't you? So, beautiful card. Find your own space and create your comfort from that. Now, I am using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck, Sarah Marchetti's artwork. That one's pretty much the weekday choice that I make. Here we go with the card spread that I've got this morning. Very interesting. We've got the rider in our home space. We've got the anchor in our workspace. Foxes turning up unexpectedly in the unexpected spot. That's why it's unexpected. Here we've got the mountains in your role. Whoops, forgot to turn that off. Mountain in your role, and we have the tree. Sarah, here's your tree. Tree is in that outcome or the central position. So it's the base energy of what our reading is today. I can't stand it. Is that straighter? Can't have the fox going off on a tangent. Here we are. Rider, start of the journey in our home space. We wake up every morning in our home space, wherever that may be. However we like to sleep. It's a beautiful space to start with is home. Really enjoy that moment as you awaken and start to stretch into your day because the first thing I do is stretch and shake my hands out. Do you have that feeling of numbness in your fingers or your hands, fingertips, a little tingle as of the start, riding through, connecting? Here's that rainbow continuity there. Or continuing, whichever word you like, we're creating that beautiful pathway and story for our day today, so that by the, we're going to be able to shift it through all our networking and growing and being able to anchor really in with what our grounding is, with whatever we're doing through the day. And it's just a wonderful little sentence, that central role. How the hell do I do that? So just going to see if I can put a little airplane on that one. So here we are. Start thinking, being aware of what those little new messages are for you in each moment that you're feeling that they're popping up in your day. You've got something new that's going to be taking you on a beautiful journey through your day today. Home base in this case, because it's where it's starting from. It is our home. So we're going to move that through and into our workspace, because it's very mobile here in whatever choice we make, being that freed carousel on a rainbow. Be ready for that message that's coming in and being able to then anchor into that for your workspace, so that whatever that message is, it's got that, that flow, I'd say. Anchors are usually in water, but it doesn't mean that you can't ground or anchor on earth either. When you're putting a post in for a fence, you're actually anchoring it into Mother Earth, into the ground, to hold that stability for the rest of what it's supporting in that fence line. With an anchor, you've got the chain on the end that's actually holding your boat steady. With other things that we do, we need something that is that support that's going to hold us steady and secure. So in the day's steps that you're taking, that's going to need little steps in your work, you can actually lift up and reset it to where you need to be for that particular part of whatever you're doing. Whether you've got a project that you're needing to tick off, little check boxes on a list or things like that, it has the mobility to be able to, and flexibility to be able to lift and move it, but also hold you steady once you've got it set where you need to be for that particular task or project or whatever it is you're doing. Basically, you've got so much choice in what you can do, how you can do it, where you can do it as far as today goes. Remember, be open to what the messages are bringing us, more especially in our home space, but to have that transmit through to our workspace as well, that energy. It's creating that flow that gives us that growth in that central space. Being aware, of course, that the fox is going to bring up some of those, and I've got a screen hiding my comments there. Being aware, of course, that we've got the fox that's going to bring some interesting little things that, oh, God. Oh, uh-oh. Hang on. What? Am I still frozen? I'm just going to, let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's saying I'm still, just reload the site. Let's see. Now, am I back? Right, am I back? And where did I get up to? Interesting. So sometimes these things will happen where you get some little glitches. Now, I have got the message here. I'll go back to where I was. I had a screen over the comments, which I didn't even think of. So I didn't see your comments until now. Now, I know we've done that, me getting distracted. Julia. Good morning, Julia. Am I back yet? Right, good. So I'll go back to this. If someone can just pop in where I got up to before it froze. I'm just searching the comments. So I'll just put Julia's up. Kat, you said yes, very apt. Oh, a few familiar cards here. Yeah, there is, Renna, isn't there? Especially the fox. And I had just started explaining the fox when I noticed you guys were saying, uh-oh, I was gone. And then it was gone. Broadcast stop. I froze. Thanks, Kat, too, for sending me the message. Good now? Good. Thanks, Keza. It was you, Kim. It looks like I had gone off on a tangent of cyberspace, AWOL, walkabout, whatever. It froze from the look of it. Oh, lost you for a while on and off. And hello, Summer. How are you, Summer? Lovely to see you here too. Good morning, Sarah. I'm hoping you popped in, Sarah, as I have refreshed my screen so that I should be here now. And yeah, oops, and I'm clicking buttons too much now. Now, Summer, I don't do individual readings on this particular one in the morning. This is a general card spread reading for everyone. So if you're feeling, okay, thank you, Raywin, for liking the stream. So, Summer, when you're hearing this, watching this, hearing the explanations, feel into what you're receiving from Spirit yourself as to should you go to the hospital. It's only you can answer that with what information you have. Predicting and having advice from someone else is good to hear different ideas and suggestions and, well, predictions, if you like. But ultimately, the decision is yours. Okay, so that's all I'm going to add to that. Listen into your own messages that Spirit's giving you about that. And good morning, Rosie. Lovely to have you here too. And Kez just reinforcing it. No, I was good because I'd asked those questions. Where did I get up to? Now, where did I get up to? Bonetta, good morning. Good morning to you, the fox. So I was just on the fox, was I? Right, good. So here we go. Julia, you had me frozen as well. And Richard, you can see and hear me in a little circle, but that's all. You were cutting in and out before. Yeah. Do you use the B.Live, Richard? I can't remember what platform you use. And it is all good now. So, good morning, Jamie Lee. Lovely to see you here too. So I was up to the fox. Let's go back to that. And I can see someone's already in there doing something with their trolling. First freeze was early on. Oh, so I've had more than one freeze. Whoops. Did I have more than one freeze? I've got to make sure I don't hide my comments so that I see when you're telling me that I'm frozen. Oh, Jess is saying good morning. Good. Thank you. We're all here. No, it's not your. Sometimes it is your own internet connections, but most times it's something to do with the Facebook BeLive connection somehow. It is internet. It is technology that has glitches at times. So we're back again. So good. And here we go. Oh, I've explained that one, Summer, so that's fine. And good morning to Michelle. Last card was the Rider. So it only just started when you'd popped on and I had a glitch and frozen then. Wow. So Shaz, you were listening. You weren't looking, so I was cutting in and out, but good now. Yeah. Okay. And Richard, no, you don't use Be Live. You know what it is, though. Sometimes StreamYard and sometimes Facebook. Yep. Yes. And to family and friends. It's a great platform for that. And that's what I feel like I'm doing now with family and friends. You feel like my family. So it's wonderful that you're here. Thank you for being here. Now, I'll just briefly start again on a quick little short one to catch up to where the fox was, okay? So the rider is in the home space and really starting that new journey that's going to bring in those quick messages for us through the day. Be consciously aware of what might be speaking to you from spirit for where you're needing to take your journey through the day. What is the next step? And then we move that energy into our workspace, because most of us do tend to work at something, whether it's a paid work or whether it's something we just love doing. We're taking on different things that at moments we might need anchoring, stability, grounding into holding our space in a particular way that we're concentrating and focusing on either checkpoints, using a checklist in our work list, or whether we've got a project that has stages, or whether we just like to have that flexibility and mobility as we're lifting up and shifting to something next for our workspace. And knowing that whilst we've got that anchor in, it's going to keep the energy flowing into being very productive for the day, actually. So even if things around us might feel and seem a bit wild, we are feeling stable and secure, okay? So moving from that, just being aware of the fox and sometimes those little wily plans that might be in the background of others that are around us, or maybe even something that we're trying to work on, that we're the plotting and the planning and the seeing if things fit together and how to do, make sure it's something honourable and for the good of all, instead of just being for that more, sometimes we do associate the fox being wily, manipulative, conniving and all the rest, but it's with the ultimate plan of reaching a goal. So whatever goal you're setting, do the thinking and the planning, and that's going to come up in unexpected ways, the ideas that you might use to be able to keep that progressing from your work energy or even your home space. Protect your home space, though, because we know the fox will go and try and raid a chicken coop. It's that type of parabolic parable type story that we've got there with a fox. Don't you be the one that's doing the manipulating either. Otherwise, you get karma kick you in the butt later. Just saying that. That's what I was told to say. We can sometimes be in that space where we're the manipulators and conniving peoples. Karma's a good thing. For those who believe in karma, some don't. Here we have the mountains in our role. So yes, we need to be that strength. We need to have that, there's the moose right there, and it's going to go on that pathway where it needs to be through its day. They're very used to their own environment. So if the mountain feels like it's your environment today, you've got the skills and resources to be able to tackle it. Just feel into that energy of the strength and it's another stable aspect, stability and solidity of what the mountain energy is for you today. Our role is to be that rock, to be that's almost immovable, but being able to actually walk the path along that at any point in the time too, as our day progresses, okay? And of course, we can see the trees here in this one, and we've got that confirming in that final card of our tree. The tree of life, the Kabbalah, the rainbow going through, and all the beautiful, productive trunk, branches, birds homing, making their homes in the tree, the fruit that it might bear, but also being aware of the depth and connection that those roots create as our network, as where we are in our life right at this point in time. and really feeling that connection with others and with ourselves. Okay, so that was an exciting session, wasn't it? A bit of a glitch, bit of freezing, bit of ins and outs and all sorts. Look, life is a bit like that, and we don't need to panic or fluster over it. It is what it is. And we can always find different ways around different perspectives, around different understandings. That's what life is. It is being who we are, using our own life experiences, our own genetic pool from our ancestors and what's been brought through, our own past lives, if you follow that thinking and understanding. All those possibilities are there. You look at those rainbows that are in our readings today. We've got two sitting in there. Beautiful rainbows, all the possibilities. Live your life with all the possibilities ahead. Just understand, bring it to your conscious, those messages we're getting about living our life in that consciousness. So, and yes, it has all worked out in the end, hasn't it, Rena? And that's what life does. Each moment, being present in it and being us, each as individuals, but we are still connected with the energies that are around. It's humanitarian energy, it's humanity energy, it's the connectedness of the one world, the one air that we breathe, and all that's involved with that. So, in that, our uniqueness creates that whole energy of what is global. We need to feel into that is the positives, because our thoughts do create that. So just the one does grow from that tiniest seed into that huge tree and spreads its love and energy around and about the whole world. Remember, the tree's the item. The tree is what creates our oxygen. Think of that. All the connectedness and synchronicities. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for being you. Keep being the best you that you are. And namaste until tomorrow morning around the 8 o'clock, hopefully with a smooth stream. Bye for now.